Myself Sangeeta Badgujar from R.C. Patel Institute of Pharmacy, Shirpur. Today I will discuss on chemical nature of crude drugs. We know that in pharmacognosy, whatever the effect of the drug, it is due to presence of chemical constituents. So these chemical constituents are categorized as active chemical constituent and inactive chemical constituent. Active means here the chemical constituents due to which drug shows its therapeutic effect is called active chemical constituent. And inactive means they are present in the drug but they does not involve in therapeutic effect of the drug there. So let us start with the first chemical constituent, alkaloids, which is present in majority of crude drugs. Alkaloids are basic nitrogenous organic compounds of the plant having marked physiological action when taken internally in a small doses. These are called as alkaloids. They are the alkali-like substances. That means that's why they are basic in nature. The properties of alkaloids are, these are colorless, crystalline and bitter in taste. These are solid, insoluble in water and soluble in organic solvent. They found as a salts of acid in the plant. The functions of alkaloids are, they protect the plant from insect, they take part in synthesis of protein, they stimulate the growth, reproduction and metabolism of plant, and they act as a detoxicating agent in the plant. The different identification tests for alkaloids are Mayer's, Dragendorf, Wagner's and Hager's reagent test. So you can remember the name of that test by MDWH. This is the short form for this. When the alkaloids are treated with Mayer's reagent, it gives crimson to yellow color precipitation. Second, when alkaloids are treated with Dragendorf's reagent, it gives brown to reddish brown precipitate. When alkaloids are treated with Wagner's reagent, it gives brown or reddish brown precipitate. When alkaloids are treated with Hager's reagent, it gives the yellow precipitation. Here, the composition of all that reagent is an important one there. So Mayer's reagent consists of potassium mercuric iodide solution. The composition of Dragendorf's reagent, potassium bismuth iodide solution. For Wagner's reagent, iodine and potassium iodide solution are in combination. And in case of Hager's reagent, it is a saturated solution of picric acid. After that here, the classification of alkaloids is like this. Tropane alkalide, example is a dhatura. Quinoline alkalide present in cinchona, isoquinoline present in opium and ipecac, indole alkalides are present in Naxomica, Rolfia, Vinca, phenanthrene alkalide in opium, purine alkalides are present in tea and coffee, and the example of it is a caffeine present in that coffee there. Then next is a pyrrole and pyrrolidine present in tobacco, pyridine and piperidine present in lobelia, imidazole alkalides are present in pilocarpus, steroidal alkalides are present in curchi, terpenoid alkalides are present in aconite, and last is alkalidal amines are present in epiedra. After that here I have given the example of that actual alkalides present in that drug in the middle column there. Then the next chemical constituent, it's a glycoside present in that Senna, Digitalis and so many drugs. So these glycosides are the organic compounds. These are condensation gives the one molecule of that your sugar and second of that non-sugar, that is called as a glycon. The different identification tests for glycosides are, as we know that test for anthraquinone glycoside is a bond trackers test. Test for cardiac glycoside, it is called as a Killer-Kilani test. Then the different tests for saponin glycosides are, the first one, shake the powder drug with water, it form the foam-like solution or foam or soap-like solution. That's why these are called as a saponin. Saponin means soap-like. They have the property there. The second test is here, when the powder drug is treated with the sample of blood, it causes the breakdown of RBC, that means it causes the hemolysis. The next chemical constituent here, it's a tannin. Tannins are the polyhydroxybenzoic acid having higher molecular weight. They are classified as hydrolyzable and condensed tannins. Hydrolyzable tannins undergo the hydrolysis by acid or enzyme, while condensed does not undergo the hydrolysis. Hydrolyzable tannins are chemically esters of phenolic acid. Condensed tannins are flavonoid pigment. Hydrolyzable tannins on treatment with acid or enzyme, they produce the gallic acid or ellagic acid, while condensed tannins on treatment with acid or enzyme, they give that substance called as a flobafen. On dry distillation, hydrolyzable tannins converted to pyrogallol, while condensed convert to catechol. Hydrolyzable tannins with ferric chloride give the blue color, condensed tannins give that green color. The chemical test for tannins are that your precipitation reaction, as we know that, but the specific test is called as a Goldbeater skin test. Goldbeater skin is a membrane prepared from intestine of ox. It is treated with 2% HCl, wash with water and keep the skin in the tannin solution for 5 minutes. Again wash with water. Then treat the skin with 1% ferric sulfate solution. If the tannins are present, it gives green, brown or black spot on the skin there. Then the next chemical constituent, it's a volatile oil. It may be called as a ethereal oil because it get evaporate at the room temperature. So it is called as a ethereal oil, and the second name for it, it is called as a essential oil. Essential means it is active chemical constituent of the drug and it is required to produce the therapeutic effect. So it is called as a essential oil of the plant. These volatile oils are the odorous principle of plant and animal. Chemically, they are made up of isoprene unit having the formula C5H8. They have the characteristic odor due to oxygenated compounds of terpenes which are present here. They evaporate at the room temperature. These are insoluble in the water and soluble in organic solvent. Except clove oil, these are lighter than water. Clove oil is heavier than water. They have the high refractive index. They found in the plants of families Zingiberaceae, Lauraceae, Umbelliferae and Labiatae. The different uses of volatile oils are carminative, flavoring agent, counter irritant, dental analgesic and diuretic and so on. The classification of volatile oils are alcohol volatile oil, example cardamom, aldehyde, example cinnamon, ester volatile oil, example black mustard, hydrocarbon volatile oil present in black pepper, ketone volatile oil present in fennel, oxide volatile oil present in eucalyptus, phenolic ether present in nutmeg, and last is a phenol volatile oil present in a clove. After that, here the different methods of isolation of volatile oil from that crude drug are: first is a hydrodistillation, second is a enfleurage, and third is a USIL method. Hydrodistillation method, it works on the principle of distillation. That means the powder drug is kept along with the water, it is boiled, then the vapors are condensed, and after condensation of that vapor in the receiver we will get that your two layer. The first layer is the water and second is the oil. As oil is lighter than water, so it get float on the water surface and separate that both the layer, there we will get the volatile oil. Second method is called as the enfleurage method. This method is used for extraction of delicate petals, because from the petal if you want to collect that volatile oil, that distillation method is you cannot say that it is a useful one. So here in this method, the petals of flower are sprayed on a layer of fat present on the glass sheet. The fat absorbs the volatile oil. After that, shuffle the petal. After few days, old petals are removed and fresh petals are sprayed on the fat. This process is continued till fat becomes saturated with volatile oil. Third method is a U-cell method. In this method, the round bowel in which hollow polyp is attached. Inside the bowel, there are pointed projections on which the peel of lemon or orange is kept, and bowl is rotated with the machine either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Due to the projection, the oil gland get break and oil get removed there. Then it is collected through that pipe and the volatile oil is separated from the liquid. Next chemical constituent present in the drug is a resin. Here, resin and resin combination, I cover that whole topic. Resins are the mixtures of organic acid, alcohol and ester. These are amorphous, non-crystallized, subtransparent, solid and semi-solid. These are insoluble in water and soluble in organic solvent. When heated, they melt and burn with sooty flame. These are heavier than water and they are non-conductive. The different combinations of resin are oleoresin. Oleo means volatile oil. So it contains volatile oil and resin. Example is a ginger. Second combination, oleogum resin. It contains volatile oil, gum and resin in combination. Example is a myrrh and asafoetida. Glycoresin. The meaning of glyco is a sugar. So resins are present with sugar. Example, jalap and ipomoea. Fourth combination is a balsam. Balsam means the drug which contain or the resin contain free cinnamic acid or benzoic acid. It is called as a balsam. Example is a balsam of Tolu or balsam of Peru. The classification of resins are acid resin. Example is a myrrh. Ester resin, benzoin is an example. And third is a resin alcohol. Example is a asafoetida. Then isolation of resin, that means resins are isolated by the various means, by heating the crude drug, by collecting the fossils of resin, by making the incisions on the plant, by distillation and by extraction with alcohol. Then the last point from this presentation, it's a differentiation between volatile oil and fixed oil. Volatile oil, it is a color or colorless. Fixed oil is yellow in color. Volatile oil get evaporate at the room temperature. Fixed oil does not get evaporate at the room temperature. Volatile oil is aromatic in odor. Fixed oil is rancid in odor. Volatile oil is thin in nature while fixed oil is thick in nature. Volatile oil get distill off. Fixed oil does not get distill off. Volatile oil does not saponified. Fixed oil get saponified. Volatile oil is used as a carminative while fixed oil is used as an emollient. And the last is an example of volatile oil, fennel oil, cinnamon oil, and fixed oil, shark liver oil and arachis oil. These are the different examples. Thank you.